Assalamu alaikum dear students. Welcome to online classes of second term of your class 7. I am your English teacher, Madam Fauzia Akhtar, FAK. The first unit of the second term is The Story of an Invitation, written by Lucy Maud Montgomery. In our daily life, we use different means of communication to communicate with other people in our society, and these means of communications are telephone, fax machine, and likely messenger, Skype, WhatsApp, etc. An invitation is basically a spoken or written request on a card or a piece of paper to somebody to do something or to go somewhere. In this lesson, we shall learn how an invitation helped a little girl to prove herself a good and sincere friend. There are two main characters in this story. Both are girls. The first one character is Bertha Sutherland, and the second one is Grace Maxwell. Both are roommates. Roommates means both the girls were sharing the same room. They were living in the same room and they had been friends for a certain time. Bertha is a pretty, popular girl and favorite of her teachers and friends as well. On the other hand, Grace is a sad, shy, and quiet girl. She has always been dressed in mourning. Before discussing main points, we shall discuss some difficult words and their meanings. These words and their simple English meanings have been given at the top of the page number 31. You can find these words in your books as well. The first word is bankrupt. Bankrupt means financially ruined or a person who has been completely without money. उर्दू में हम इसके लिए एक वर्ड यूज़ करते हैं दिवालिया, जिसका मतलब होता है कि माली तौर पर बिल्कुल तबाह बर्बाद हो जाना, आपके पास बिल्कुल भी रकम का ना होना. The second word is caramel. As you are children, you may love this word. Caramel means a smooth or a chewy candy. The next word is commencement. Commencement means a ceremony at which academic degrees are conferred on successful students. Commencement एक ऐसे फंक्शन को कहा जाता है, एक ऐसी तकरीब को कहा जाता है जिसमें आपकी जो तालीमी असनाद होती हैं वो आपको दी जाती हैं. जब बच्चे कामयाब हो जाते हैं साल की सतह पर तो उनको सर्टिफिकेट्स दी जाते हैं और जिस तकरीब में सर्टिफिकेट दिए जाते हैं उसको कमेंसमेंट का नाम दिया जाता है. द नेक्स्ट वर्ड इज़ कंडेम. Condemn means to express strong disapproval of. The next one is cordial. Cordial means warm, sincere and friendly. And purjosh, purkhalus. The next word is Dartmouth. Dartmouth is a city in Nova Scotia, Canada. Canada is the name of a country and Dartmouth is a place there, the city in Nova Scotia. The next word is diplomatically. Diplomatically means sensitively or tactfully, यानी बहुत ही समझदारी के साथ, बहुत ही दानिशमंदी के साथ, बहुत अच्छे मुदब्बराना अंदाज में. The next word is divan. Divan is a type of a sofa that has no back, that means a long backless sofa, and that is found in most of your homes. The next word is donut. I think this is the one of the favorite food of most of you. Donut is a small ring shaped light cake. छोटी सी गोल शक्ल का एक केक होता है जिसे बच्चे बहुत शौक से खाते हैं. The next word is drudgery. That means unpleasantness of any work. कि किसी काम से बहुत ज़्यादा बेजार हो जाना, थकावट का शिकार हो जाना. The next word is galore. That means in great numbers, बहुत ज़्यादा तादाद में होना. Grave. Grave means dignified and somber in conduct or character. अपने अखलाक, अपने किरदार में संजीदा और मुदब्बिर होना. संजीदा या बहुत ज़्यादा मुअज़्ज़ज़ तरीके से बिहेव करना. Now come to the next word, that is mince pie. Mince pie is a small round pie with mince filling. Mince कीमे को कहा जाता है, कीमे की भरी हुई छोटी सी पाई, जिसके लिए वर्ड यूज़ करते हैं हम mince pie, and that is very tasty to eat. Mourning. Mourning means to show grief for the dead. किसी की वफ़ात पर दुख का इजहार करना. Now come to the next word, that is pound cake. A type of cake made from a pound of flour, a pound of fruit, etc. I think there are many eatables in this chapter and your mouth will be watered to read about them. Now we have the next word, that is proverbial. Proverbial means of the nature of a proverb, widely referred to or famous. Proverbial basically यूज़ किया जाता है उस वक्त कि जब आपने किसी बात के बारे में बहुत ज़्यादा ज़िक्र करना हो या किसी मशहूर बात का हवाला देना हो, तो उसके दौरान जो एक लफ्ज़ या एक जुमला बार बार इस्तेमाल किया, उसके लिए वर्ड यूज़ किया था प्रोवर्बियल. solemnly. The next word is solemnly. That means earnestly, seriously and soberly. Solemnly means earnestly, seriously and soberly, and you might have read this word many times in your previous lessons. The next word is trying. Trying here means causing strain, hardship or distress. Tuck out. Tuck out means a time to eat tuck food, especially sweets and pastry. For example, at your tea time, when you have tea, you get some tuck food, for example sweets or pastry, etc. Wistfully. Wistfully means sadly, with yearning, उदास होना, बहुत उदासी से, बहुत गमगीन अंदाज में. Okay, you might have understand the meanings of these words. Now we come to the reading or the main points of our chapter, page number 31 and 32. In the first paragraph of the story, we will learn that both the girls are sharing the same room. Their term is going to be over very soon. Bertha is happy to have some holidays at the end of her term. Her aunt Meg has invited her to her home to spend her holidays with her there. Aunt Meg is a loving, dear and jolly person. Here you can see the invitation which was sent to Bertha by her Aunt Meg on the page 32. I think you might have seen the invitation wording on your book pages. This is written in the blue background and the wording is, I want you to spend your holidays with me, my dear. Mary Fairweather and Louis Fish and Lily Dennis are coming too. So there is just room for one more, and that one must be yourself. Come to Riversdale when school closes, and I will feed you on strawberries and cream and pound cake and donuts and mince pies. All these 4 things are eatables. and all the delicious indigestible things that schoolgirls love and careful mothers condemn. Mary and Lou and Lil are girls after your own heart. I know, and you shall do just as you like, and we will have picnics and parties and Mary doing gala. This was basically the invitation that was given to Bertha by her aunt Meg. This invitation will prove a change in the life of Grace as well as in the life of Bertha. Now we are going to discuss the main points of page number 33. When Bertha described all her plans and told Grace about the invitation of her Aunt Meg, Grace was looking somehow sad. When Grace came to know all about this, she said in a low and sad voice that Bertha was lucky to have friends and so loving aunt, but she hasn't anyone. Grace planned to spend her holidays at a bookstore to earn money for her necessities or to fulfill her expenses. बर्था ने अपनी छुट्टियां अपनी आंट मैग के साथ गुजारने का प्लान बनाया था, क्योंकि उसकी आंट मैग ने उसको वहाँ पे इनवाइट किया था। लेकिन क्योंकि ग्रेस की कोई भी रिश्तेदार खातून नहीं थी जो उसको अपने यहाँ बुलाती, तो इसलिए ग्रेस ने प्लान किया था कि वो एक बुक स्टोर पर काम करेगी, क्योंकि उसे अपनी ज़रूरियात के लिए रकम चाहिए थी, तो वो रकम वहाँ पर बुक स्टोर पर काम करके उसे कमानी थी। और अभी तक बर्था को ग्रेस के प्लान्स के बारे में पता नहीं था। अब जब उसको पता चलेगा तो आप देखिएगा कि वो क्या कुछ करेगी अपनी फ्रेंड के लिए। Apparently, Grace was cheerful to know all about Bertha's plan, but Bertha noticed that Grace was not happy at all. When Bertha came to know about Grace's plans, she felt that Grace should not work at bookstore because she was not strong enough or to fit enough to work there for the whole summer, and this will affect her health. She asked Grace not to work there, but Grace was willing to all this. Bertha made a secret plan and asked her aunt Meg to invite her friend in place of her. She wrote a confidential letter to her aunt Meg. अब उसने अपनी आंट मैग को एक खुफिया ख़त लिखा और उनसे ये कहा कि आपने मेरी जगह पर ग्रेस को बुलाना है, और इस तरीके से बुलाना है कि ग्रेस को बिल्कुल भी फ़ील ना हो कि मैंने आपको ये काम करने को कहा है। वो अपनी दोस्त की ईगो को हर्ट नहीं करना चाहती थी। वो नहीं चाहती थी कि उसकी दोस्त को उसका ये काम एहसान लगे। वो चाहती थी अपनी दोस्त के लिए, उसके दिल में अच्छी ख्वाहिशात थी और चाहती थी कि उसकी दोस्त अच्छा वक्त गुजारे और अच्छी जगह पर अपना टाइम गुजार कर आए। Her aunt was a very understandable person. She understood all this and she agreed to invite Grace in place of Bertha. Bertha did all this very carefully. She convinced Grace to go to her Aunt Meg's house in place of her. In the beginning, Grace was not willing to do this, but Bertha convinced her at last. Grace accepted all this with a surprise. She was thankful to her friend to give her a chance to spend her holidays in a pleasant way. Now we come to our last page. That is page number 34. On this page, we will discuss how Grace spent her holidays, how Bertha spent her holidays, and how all this brought a surprise change in the life of Grace and in the life of Aunt Meg as well. As Bertha had convinced Grace to go to Aunt Meg's home to spend her holidays there, Grace was very thankful to escape the heat, noise, and fatigue of the counter. Inwardly, she was not willing to spend her holidays at Mr. Clarkman's bookstore. She went there to live with Aunt Meg and cousins of Bertha. When the summers were over, the holidays finished. After 2 months, Bertha received two letters at a time, one from Grace and the other from her Aunt Meg. Grace told her friend Bertha in a very pleasant way that she was going to stay there always. She was thankful to Bertha for giving her a chance to spend her coming life at a very good place and with a very good aunt, a loving aunt. In the second letter, Aunt Meg wrote that she was going to adopt Grace for good. She declared that Grace was perhaps the sweetest girl in the world. Aunt Meg had no daughter or no son, and her brother and sister were not willing to give their any child to Aunt Meg. So Aunt Meg decided to adopt ग्रेस फॉर गुड. अडॉप्ट का मतलब होता है कि किसी बच्चे को आप हमेशा के लिए अपने पास अपनी औलाद के तौर पर रखें. तो आंट मैग ने भी आखिरकार ये फ़ैसला कर लिया कि क्योंकि उनके भाई बहन उनकी हेल्प नहीं कर रहे थे, उनको अपना बच्चा देने को तैयार नहीं थे, तो उन्होंने फ़ैसला किया कि वो ग्रेस को अपनी बेटी के तौर पर अपना लेंगी. अब ग्रेस का क्योंकि कोई रिश्तेदार और नहीं था, तो उन्होंने ग्रेस को बखुशी अपना लिया. और ग्रेस भी इस बात पर बहुत ज़्यादा शुक्रगुजार थी. एक तरफ बर्था की शुक्रगुजार थी और दूसरी तरफ आंट मैग की. आंट मैग ने भी बर्था का भी शुक्रिया अदा किया कि तुमने एक बहुत अच्छी बच्ची को मेरे पास भेजा है, वो बहुत नाइस बच्ची है, और अब अगर वो छुट्टियों के बाद तुमसे मिलेगी तो तुम देखना कि वो कितनी चेंज हो गई है. एट द एंड व्हेन बर्था रोट both of these letters, she felt that she was like an angel who helps other and won the hearts of all. This is the story of true friendship, sincere friendship, and I hope most of you might have proven themselves good friends of yours. Okay, I hope that you have read the story. You are all obliged to give feedback about the lecture. At the end of the class, you have 10 minutes for discussion. If you want to ask any question, you can ask. I am waiting for your questions. And the home assignment is you have to learn all the words and their meanings with correct spellings and pronunciation. And your second assignment is read the chapter carefully and thoroughly, because in tomorrow's lesson we will discuss question answers. We will first of all discuss questions and then we will find the answers of these questions in the whole story. I hope you might have enjoyed this story. If you have any problem, if you have not understood anything, you can discuss it with me. Okay, and goodbye.